my name is Cassie Crusoe, and today I'm going to be talking about child abandonment. Child abandonment has happened around the world for many years now. Most of the cases have been kept a secret because the child was too afraid to speak out. The question I have for you is, how do parents just throw away their own flesh and blood? In the year 2010, police records stated that about 450 cases of child abandonment. That's over a baby each day. Another statistics I have for you is in 2013, it stated about 1,500 children died due to neglect and abuse. In this chart, it shows that Southwest was the highest and the Northwest was the lowest. About 1/3 of the cases are due to inadequate housing, financial problems, and abuse. 2/3 are due to inadequate parenting skills. In this chart, it states that infants are greater risks to homicide by family members. Then this side is less than 1, which is the dark blue for the males, the blue for the females, and then the orange for the total. In this one, it states that about half is less than 1 year old, 1/3 of it is from 1 to 3, and then the rest was 4 to adulthood. A story that really hit me was my friend's mom telling me about her experience. She gave birth to my friend, and the baby next door was a little different. She kept crying and screaming, and you could tell the parents were getting really irritated. As the parents were able to be discharged from the hospital, they were walking to their car and smelled of something a little different. They walked by a garbage can and noticed that baby was wrapped in a blanket left behind. Her parents abandoned her. Now you may wonder what happens to the parents in this situation. Parents can reach up to jail time due to manslaughter and abandonment. When you think about this topic, you generally think teenagers, because teenagers will go get pregnant, and then generally the father will leave the mother, and then the mother will panic and not know what to do next. Another state is that the mother can suffer from major depression during her pregnancy. Now you wonder, why are people so afraid to step in and help? By the Idaho state law, people who witness child abandonment are required to report it. People sometimes don't want to get involved because they don't know the whole story behind it. Child abandonment has been happening around the world for many years now. Most of these cases have been kept a secret because the child was too scared to speak out. During my research, I found a quote that I found a little interesting. I used to have this reoccurring nightmare. I'd be standing in a rain-swept street corner, utterly alone. I always wonder why I always have this dream. Then one day it happened to me. My mom walked out on us. No child should have the feeling that no one loves them. When you do decide to become a parent, you have to think, are you financially stable enough to have this child? Do you have the emotional capability of having a child? And then you have to make sure that child feels safe at home. There's always different options you can look into. There's abstinence, abortion, and adoption. Abortion should be your last resort, because think of the mothers that can't have their own child. Give them the gift that they can't give themselves. Another idea is the Safe Haven Law. The Safe Haven Law was passed in the year 2001. This provides a safe alternative for parents who decide that they can't care for that own child. These areas are hospitals, doctor's offices, and clinics. The parent has up to 30 days from the child being born to decide whether or not they need to find an alternative for that child. Finishing up with a quote from Gary Carey, it states, "Being abandoned or given up on is the most devastating emotion we can cause for another human being." In this day and age, our age division needs to have the education on this topic, because if you do get in this bind and not know what to do, you always need to find that person to help you through this, because you don't want to be that parent that abandoned their child. Thank you.